Hey guys, this is Sage Wisdom, and I'm here to do a collective reading. So this is timeless. It's not for a particular sign. It's not for any particular date. It's just a message that I wanted to give to the collective. Okay. Um, they call this spread "How I Can Make the Best of a Bad Situation." Okay, and I have the Strength card here as my signifier card. Can you guys see this? Yes, that's the signifier card for the spread. So it's encouraging us to have strength as we go through these times. Okay, that's the general energy right now. But I'm gonna start going through the spread, asking for divine and angelic assistance at this time, asking God to lead this. In Jesus' name, Lord, my ego, asking for messages from source through me to come out to the world. Thank you, God, for this opportunity to read. Please help me know, feel, see, understand any additional information in addition to the tarot and the oracle cards. Thank you, God, for this opportunity. Ask for extra protection. Ask for my archangels, Archangel Michael, Raphael, Metatron specifically, and I ask for my ancestors to come in for protection. Thank you, God, for this opportunity. In Jesus' name. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get started with this reading. Okay, so the first card that we have in the spread talks about the situation, and it's the King of Wands. So the King of Wands is an action card and it's a fire card. You know what I'm saying? So it talks about taking action, but in a different way. Okay. It's talking about being a self-starter as we go through this time, using our creative spark to get us where we need to be at this point in our life. Okay. So it's wanting us to focus on our energetic interests at this time. So to look at things from a different perspective than we've been looking at things. Okay. And I clarified that with the Eight of Rods and the Three of Pentacles. And the Eight of Rods means like this is coming in quickly. Communication about what we should be doing is coming in quickly. And the focus is moving towards love instead of a fear-based mentality so that we can build up the type of world that is wanting to come through now. This for our highest good. Okay. So building up our world to the masterpiece that we make it. Okay, so taking action to bring this energy of love and better times ahead of us. Okay, so that's the general energy right here. So in the past, like what's caused us to get to this point? The Sun card, which is a happy card. Okay, the Sun card basically though is talking about no matter what's going on in our life, they want us to tap into that energy of feeling content, feeling happy within ourselves. They want us to have clarity as opposed to being like emotionally unsure or being confused, because the Sun is opposite card of the Moon. I don't know if you guys can see these cards, the Sun card. So in the past, there was a lot of confusion, or people were just not clear on what their roles were or what they should have been. And they want us to understand things and see things more clearly going forward. So releasing the confusing parts, the emotional ups and downs, the deceptive energies, releasing that type, okay? And seeing the world through the eyes of trust and wonder. That's the energy right here. And how we do that is, and a lot of this have to do with our relationships with people. It don't have to necessarily be a love relationship, but just how we interact with people on a day-to-day basis. Us fusing love versus like separation, you know what I'm saying? Making us come together as a whole, as a collective. So in order to do that, it's like we've been put on like a timeout. So we got the Four Wands here. So we've been put on a timeout by the universe. I don't know if you guys can see these cards because of the Sun. We've been put on a timeout, okay? And it's to help us understand like our actions and what we've been doing to up until this point, okay? So we got the Two of Cups and got the Two of Swords. So it's two twos, right? So our angels and spirit guides are wanting us to look at how we've been treating each other, how we've been acting towards one another. You know what I'm saying? Separating ourselves from the truth, from God, from love. Okay, operating from a place of fear, operating from a place of selfishness. Of greed. They want us to look at those attitudes or personality traits that we've been exhibiting over the years and kind of view them differently. Okay, so viewing situation more compassionately versus like I'm for myself here. I'm blocking out love and compassion. Okay, all right. So it's like ushering a different type of energy is what this is saying. Okay. So what I could release in order to move on, for that placement, I have the King of Cups. And the King of Cups, I don't know if you guys can see these cards, but the King of Cups is talking about our confusing emotions, the emotions that's within our soul that's confusing, like the deception. Like the moon card will represent this. Okay, so that's what we said. We're coming from an energy of deception or confusion. So it's talking about us neglecting parts of our life that's equally as important as other parts. So a lot of us were focused on our own gain, and in a way it's kind of selfishly, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's good to be motivated and to want to start something and do something, but you have to look at how it relates to the whole and how it affects the whole, you know what I'm saying? Because we're all connected on a spiritual level, and it's all about raising the vibration of the earth. But a lot of times, you know, people have selfish ideas of what they want or materialistic ideas of what they want, and not looking at it from a perspective of, you know, how can I be of service? You know what I'm saying? So it's like looking at that. So looking at the confusing emotions and how it's damaged other parts of our life because we're looking at things one way and not looking at things as a whole. Okay. And with that, it caused a lot of anxiety for a lot of people. There's a lot of anxiety that people are feeling as a result of this. And it has to do with the emotional state of our world and the emotional state that we're in, period. You know what I'm saying? Like the direction that we were going in. All right. All right. But it's one to usher in a different time where things feel more stable. A new beginning is what's wanting to come in at this time. Got the Ace of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. So it's one to usher in a stable new beginning for everyone. Okay. It's like a reset button that's been pushed for us to look at things from a different perspective, to build a masterpiece that's built in love and truth versus fear and separation. Okay, it's an energy of fear, separation. That's what this is representing. Fear and separation is what our current state has been in. Okay, but now we want to build something that's more loving, that's more connected, that's more in union with, you know, love and what we're supposed to be doing. All right. All right. So then we have the Hierophant, which is talking about what can I hold on to, and the Hierophant is basically saying, it's talking about our religious and spiritual beliefs at this time, and people living in accordance to their beliefs, like making the right choices and being able to grow spiritually is what it's saying. So it's talking about manifesting the sacred is what it's talking about. Manifesting the sacred at this time, teaching people how to live their beliefs, how to live by their beliefs. Okay. Ideals becoming actions. Look at your beliefs and how you're acting in accordance with your belief or not. You know what I'm saying? So are you walking the talk is what Spirit is asking. Are you walking the talk? If no, you need to re-examine your talks and try to get in line with what it is that you're speaking. So, you know, and it doesn't matter the religious faith or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? As long as you believe in a higher source and it's for the betterment of people, all people, not certain people. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm saying, it was a divided sense of a dividedness among people, even within religious organizations, with different political views, you know what I'm saying? Different social economic statuses, you know what I'm saying? Us not being together, us being divided among each other and being judgmental towards people and situations based on those types of things. Okay. That's the energy right here. Yeah. So make sure you're walking the talk. And if not, you need to re-examine, you know, what you're talking about and what it is that you're saying that you stand for at this time, because it's trying to usher in a different cycle now where we're viewing things different. So Destiny stepped in and say, okay, we need to change up how things are going at this time. We need to make a change in this world. You know what I'm saying? We need to uplift the world. We need to heal the world, because that's the energy that's being put out there. And it's like everybody's talking about who they are, what they do, what they believe in. But a lot of people don't walk the talk. It's what Spirit is saying. So we need to put you to the fire and hold you to what you're saying. So in times like these, you know, how are you responding to this crisis? You know what I'm saying? On an individual level, how are you contributing? You know what I'm saying? On an emotional level, on a spiritual level is what they're saying. You know what I'm saying? Or this is our time to step up and show the world who we are and come together collectively as a whole to uplift the world in a positive way, no matter of social economic status, political beliefs, you know what I'm saying? Whatever little separate compartmentalized places we put ourselves in, we need to like break those barriers down and look at the whole situation and understand, you know, how our beliefs, how our actions affected things affected things, period, whether it was positive or negative. You know what I'm saying? And then like coming to terms with that. Okay. So looking at how we affect things, whether it's positive or negative. And then depending on what it is, we need to make adjustments to our own way of living, our own way of being, our own way of communicating, our own way of interacting. Okay. So that's what's going on. All right. Yes. All right. So then, it's an Amber alert. Okay, I got it. Okay. And then we have the Four of Pentacles here, and this is kind of like in the outcome spot, and that's the Miser card. So let's talk about are we being responsible, like saving, versus being obsessive and hoarding? Okay, so we all can kind of know how that applies, right? But energy, they're saying, is meant to flow. Energy is meant to flow, and it's times when you do need to conserve your energies, and it's time when you need to be more generous. Okay, so are you being sensible or are you being selfish? That's like the question that's being asked here. Okay. So during this time, like I said, it's a time of ushering in like a new beginning and getting to the truth within ourselves so that we can understand like how we affect our world. Okay. So it's a time of action and trying to understand our emotional states and where we at so we can get to the truth. And that's the first part. It's an internal process and it's an individual process. Okay. But that's what's going to lead to like more emotionally calmer mindset right now and lead to something more stable in the future where everybody's coming together more as a whole. Okay. They're saying during this time, this is a time where we're supposed to like communicate with our angels, go into meditation, pray, you know what I'm saying, to uplift the world and to get clear on our role and what it is that we want, how we want to present ourselves to the world. It's almost like a re-evaluation process that we're going through. And if we're confused on what our role is and what it is that we should be doing, we need to ask God, pray, ask our angels to help us understand what role we need to be playing at this time. But a lot of it is more individualized. It's more working on yourselves emotionally, like working on forgiveness. So we're not having that divided mindset where we're not blocking off love. You know what I'm saying? We're not blocking off certain energies where we're coming together in union as a whole. Okay. That's what they're saying. Now, they're also saying that right now, the anxiety and stuff like that, we need to cut down on that, cut down on the worry and just hold a mindset of being at peace, you know, and visualizing our world being at peace. Like, what do that look like to you? Because I think to each person it's a different idea, but not looking at things from a material based perspective, looking at things in terms of our spiritual selves and how we can make things better. You know what I'm saying? Using our compassion at this time, us being a channel to help heal the world at this time. Okay. But they're saying this is the time just to relax and take it easy. Everything is occurring the way it should occur. So just keep that in your mind as you go through this time. Now, after I did the spread, when I look at the spread, I look at the major arcana card, like the sun, which is 19. That's the number 19. And I look at the Hierophant, which is number 5. So 19 plus 5 is 24. So 2 plus 4, that equals 6. And that led me to the Lover's card. And the Lover's card basically is talking about opening up a new path for us at this time. Okay. That's number 6, the Lover's card. And it's talking about opening up a new path at this time. It's like when you choose your path from your heart, it will be yours. Okay. Your path is yours. It's talking about choosing people that's right for you, the type of people you interact with, not just in terms of love relationship, but it could be speaking in terms of love, but choosing a path that's right for you. You become the person that you're meant to become at this time. Being honest with yourself and being in touch with your spirit, and your choices will become easier. So getting in touch with the parts of ourselves that we were not willing to look at, or the parts we didn't look at. That's why we had this King of Cups. So some other parts of ourselves we're supposed to look at. You know what I'm saying? That's why I think a lot of this is going on, because it's like we had a lot of confusing emotions, and we really just wasn't looking at the parts of ourselves that needed attention. Okay. And so a lot, you know, so it brought us to that. You know what I'm saying? The universe brought us to taking the time where we're blocking out distractions, energies from other people, you know, certain kind of work situations where we were just doing, and we weren't thinking about what we were doing, or if it was in line with our own beliefs, if it's you know, in line with our divine purpose. Okay. So that's what's going on. So the Lovers card is talking about being honest with yourself and being in touch with yourself. So you're making choices that's in line with your divine person, your higher self. Okay. Yep. Yep. So what's right for you at this time. But the main thing right now is it's an emotional kind of healing that the world is going through right now. And is wanting us to focus on love and being strength, and then love and strength and having peace at this time. Okay. As this healing comes through, and just relax. Don't try to rush this process, because it's something individually within ourselves that we need to understand and we need to come to terms with. And once we do, it's going to help us align and help us uplift. Okay. Now I got 2 affirmation cards. The first one saying love holds no grievances. And it says the holiest of all the spots on earth is where an ancient hatred has become present love. So before, in the past, when we were divided, them against us, you know what I'm saying? This group against that group, that time needs to be evaluated, and we need to understand our part and what it is we need to do to change internally in order to, view things differently. It's what Spirit is saying. Okay. And it says it says love is the way I walk in gratitude. Love is the way I walk in gratitude. Okay. Try then today to begin to learn how to look at all things with love, appreciation, open-mindedness. So being open about being accepting and open of people and their situations, viewing things from a different perspective, viewing things more compassionately from the other person's viewpoint, and learning to work together. You know what I'm saying? So I think a lot of us lost track of that. The King of Cups, we lost track of our compassion. You know what I'm saying? Like our emotions were confused. We lost track of that. Yeah, so we didn't see things the way we probably were supposed to see them. So we had to take a break, a time out to look at things differently. Yeah, we were blocked out on like our passion, our forgiveness, our emotional aspect, the part that makes us human. We were blocking certain parts out. Is what Spirit is saying. But now's the time to come together as a whole and try to get back on track with what we're supposed to be doing. Yep. So we can build this earth into the masterpiece that was supposed to be. So it's a divine time, and things are ushering in differently at this time, is what Spirit is saying. But we want to get to this 10 of Cups. Okay. We want to get to this 10 of Cups. We want to be like more emotionally stable in our minds and in our hearts. Okay. And that has to do with being more compassionate towards people and situations during this time, or just at all times, understanding people on different levels, even if we can't directly relate. You know what I'm saying? Being empathetic, being sympathetic to situations, and then like approaching things that way. All right. So it's a time of forgiveness, a time of praying, asking your angels and spirit guides, asking God, what you should be doing, what your role is right now, what your role is, period, this lifetime. So it's getting back on track with our goals. Okay. All right. Thank you guys for watching. And I'll be on regularly making posts in addition to my astrology posts, my love posts, and things like that. All right. So if you're watching, if you feel like it resonated, give me a thumbs up. If you want to leave a comment, please do. But please let it be positive, using compassion and forgiveness and just having a different view. Okay? Light and love.